Prime Minister Keir Starmer has announced a £53 million support package to help vulnerable low-income households, particularly in rural areas, cope with eye-watering heating oil bills. My name is Jack Reeves and welcome to this week's episode of Tax Tidbits, where around 1.5 million UK homes rely on heating oil. But unlike gas and electricity, there's no safety net from Ofgem to stop things getting out of hand. This has left consumers exposed to rapid price rises following the Middle East conflict and disruption to global fuel supplies. The funding will be distributed mainly through local councils in England via a new support scheme from April, which means it may be a bit of a postcode lottery. The government is also considering stronger regulation of the sector as watchdogs investigate reports of price spikes and supply issues. But for now, the main plan is short-term help and long-term hope that the global situation chills out. A new survey shows UK shops are going cashless faster than you can say tap your card, with about 1 in 7 ditching coins and notes in the past year. While roughly half of in-store purchases are still made in cash, businesses choosing to remove cash entirely are doing so to dodge expensive cash deposit fees, avoid theft, and keep up with customers who prefer to make payments by card or even by phone. The shift is creating a patchwork of payment methods on the high street, as you might still need cash for fish and chips, but good luck buying that ice cream without a card. However, older shoppers who like budgeting with cash are feeling a bit left out, and experts warn that this two-tier setup could end up punishing anyone still loyal to their wallet. So, if you're thinking about going cashless, make sure to evaluate your customer base first to make sure you won't lose out. National Car Parks, known as NCP, has gone into administration, putting 682 jobs at risk. This comes as a shock to many, as they are one of the UK's biggest car park operators, founded in 1931 with 340 sites, including car parks in airports, hospitals and train stations. PwC, the administrators, blame falling demand since COVID, changing commuting habits and long-term inflexible leases on unprofitable sites, which have left the company with debts of £305 million, well above its assets. All car parks are still open for now, while PwC tries to sell part or all of the business. But years of losses, higher energy bills and fewer people hitting the high street made keeping it afloat impossible. This goes to show that even old, reliable businesses like car parks can get caught out when habits change, costs rise and debt piles up. The UK economy hit the pause button in January, showing zero growth as households pulled back on spending, especially on eating out, with restaurants feeling the pinch as diners tighten their belts. The Office for National Statistics called the overall picture subdued, with production slightly down and construction up by just 0.2%. Weak consumer confidence, rising energy costs, and uncertainty over taxes and unemployment all contributed to this poor growth, leaving analysts warning that growth is likely to stay elusive. Borrowing costs are creeping up too, hitting mortgages and making businesses think twice before splashing out. In short, the UK started 2026 on the back foot, with households, businesses and the hospitality sector feeling the pinch. A major security flaw at Companies House left the private details of more than 5 million UK companies exposed. A glitch in their system, which was introduced last October, meant logged-in users could peek at and potentially tweak other companies' dashboards, including director names, addresses and accounts. The discovery of the flaw prompted Companies House to shut down online filings from the 13th to the 16th of March while the issue was fixed and independently tested. The regulator has apologised and reported itself to the ICO and NCSC under GDPR rules and are telling companies to double check their info. This incident is the latest in a string of IT failures linked to OneLogin, which has a history of looking a bit like Swiss cheese when it comes to security. And that's a wrap on this week's Tax Tidbits. I'm Jack Rivas, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week for more bite-sized tax and finance updates.